Oh, hey, Apartment Therapy.
Welcome to our 450 square foot apartment in New York City.
The first thing that you might notice when you walk into the space is that all of our furniture is large. We have a king-size bed, a full-size armoire, a full-size couch,
TV console.
Yeah, full-size TV console as well. And one thing that surprised us about moving from California to New York was that all of this furniture actually fit.
People feel like when you live in a small space, you need to get small furniture to fit in that small space. Otherwise, it'll look tiny. But I think the larger furniture in here actually grows the space because it makes it feel like it can contain all these things. Everyone who's come into our space says that it feels bigger than they expected it to.
Yes. So the space is pretty much divided into 4 parts. We have our bedroom, we have our work from home space, which is our desk, our living room, which is where we also eat all of our food because we don't have a dining room table, and then just our kitchens. We had a dining room table in California, but that was honestly the only piece of furniture that we had to get rid of because there just literally wasn't space for it.
That was a compromise we had to make when it came to budget because we were both looking for a 1-bedroom the whole time where we could have a dining room table.
Yes.
But it just came down to the fact that the market was at a crazy place when we moved here.
But we still host guests.
We do.
And we just have them sit. We put pillows on our laps and just
eat
our food.
We
it's
have
great.
what have we fit? Like 8 or 9 people in here for like game nights and things like that.
Some on the bed, we bring the desk chair over,
We got
some on the
floor.
ground. It's a cozy vibe, it's tight, but it works. One of the biggest challenges, obviously, living in a studio apartment is space and storage, trying to figure out where you're gonna put everything. Luckily, we had this big built-in bookshelf. Lucy had the great idea to actually add some wicker baskets all along here.
So in here we have a bunch of thermoses and mugs. We have a little mini waffle maker, pretty much any just like miscellaneous mug charger for our Ember mug. So in this one we have all of our audition material, binders, just full of music and stuff, but it didn't look as good up here on the bookshelf with the rest of our stuff. So we decided just to put it in here and kind of mask it a little bit.
I also really love that we have some
marble canisters.
Yeah, to hide some of our food. We have like rice in there.
Protein powder.
Protein powder, yeah.
Another really big benefit of the large furniture pieces has been storage. So even though they physically take up more space as furniture pieces, we have so much storage, pretty much all our miscellaneous like gift wrapping, art supplies, our games, things like that, even some like extra champagne glasses, things like that, that's all kept in here. We have some shipping and packaging things. I used to have a card business, and so this is all the supplies I would use for that.
So we do have a gym membership, but when we need to, do a quick workout, we've got all of our workout gear under our couch.
A little foam roller. And a yoga mat and everything under here in this section.
So we'll lay out the yoga mat over by our desk and just do a quick workout. It's great.
And then we're all set. All you need, like 6 feet of space and good to go.
And I didn't really think about this until just now, but like having a king-size bed does mean that you have more underbed storage.
It's true. It's true.
And I can't say it's like perfectly organized under there.
But it's full.
But it does fit a lot of things under there that we just don't want scattered around our house.
Pretty much everything for filming our YouTube channel.
Yes,
so we have like multiple large lighting equipments, a bunch of tripods, like some speakers stuff, swimsuits.
All the essentials.
This is our entire like bedroom area. We have our side tables here on either side. It's mostly books and undergarments, things like that. Right here we have what I got Chandler for a wedding gift.
When your bed takes up a quarter of your apartment, it's really important to make your bed in the morning. It really does make the space feel so much cleaner when you make it. So under our bed though, we have more storage, like we said, and we have like our socks, some of our underwear under there.
The bed skirt really helps mask a lot of those things as well, which is a fairly new addition that we're really excited about.
So we have a piano under our bed, and now we can sing. What do you want to hear? We're taking, come on.
Taking suggestions.
Suggestions, anything? So this is one of the big pieces that we moved from California to New York. It's where we actually store all of our clothes. Well, not all of them. A good amount of our clothes. This is Lucy's side. That's my side. But we also have 2 other closets in the space. This is the larger of the 2. The other one is a coat closet. We pretty much just have it divided in half. Lucy's clothes are on the right, mine are on the left. All of our shoes are on top, and it's actually a pretty high closet. I'm not really sure how tall these ceilings are, but we store a lot of our blankets, coolers. When we have guests over, we actually, we sometimes do a blow-up mattress here on the floor, if you can believe that, and we'll set up a bed for them and all that jazz. So it's a little unorganized, but it's functional and it works. Okay, so our second closet, like I said, is a coat closet. We put some of our bags up here, all of our like winter coats, spring coats, all the coats. And then we also have our laundry. So we just kind of separate it into 2 different piles down below, have more shoe storage up top. And hot take, we do have our pantry inside of our closet. So next to our coats is all of our dry goods, like our flowers, baking soda. Like we have our Instapot down there.
Dutch oven.
Our Dutch oven. It's great. We both work from home in a tiny little studio. How does that work? We switch using the desk and the couch over there. And how do you like the couch over there, Lou?
I love it. Typically, when one of us has like a meeting or like really, really needs to focus in on something for like a good chunk of time, they get the desk. Otherwise, for the most part, we have it here. But we also have a gym membership and they do have workspaces there. So if we need to go out there, we do. But this is typically our work from home situation.
It's a lot of flip-flopping because the couch does get a little uncomfortable over a couple of hours. So
if you ever wondered if you can both work from home from a studio apartment, you can do it. Okay, so when we moved here, this was the main thing we had to purchase additionally to what we already had.
We don't have any counter space over here, so we really needed some sort of surface for cutting, I mean, just pretty much everything.
And we don't have a dishwasher, so this is also doubles as our drying rack.
I will say the hardest part about living in the studio, I think, is not having a dishwasher.
Yeah.
And having a fairly small sink. Just the dishes really do pile up and you have to do dishes all day long, it feels like. So that's the one thing I'm not crazy about.
So we pull out a bunch of towels and dry them on these, move this out of the way, dry it here. And typically like that's what the end of the night looks like. The beginning of the day looks like this, end of the night looks like this with all the dishes drying overnight. And we cook pretty much 3 meals a day, both of us here. And so this has been extremely valuable for us. We also have a little mini toaster oven down here, air fryer thing.
And it also has a drawer, which you wouldn't really think this, but a lot of New York apartments don't have drawers. So it's nice to have something for silverware and things like that. But we do have our prized possession, our little espresso machine. We love our lattes in the morning, so
we do.
You know, that takes up what we did have as counter space, I guess.
It's true. One fun feature is that our oven doesn't open all the way. So it stops right here because of the wall. And so when you're making like cupcakes or like a liquidy batter, you have to be really careful because you do have to tilt it in to not like spill it all over the whole oven. I would say we use our little small oven probably triple the amount that we use our larger one.
So this whole building actually used to be a hotel. We have some very interesting details here. We've got flowers that actually match a lot of different things in the apartment that actually match these, you can hardly see them, but they're little knobs for the door that have flowers on them as well. Some of the detailing in the bathroom matches these flowers too.
A lot of things about our apartment make sense when you know it used to be a hotel, especially because most of the apartments in this building are studios, which makes sense, hotel rooms, things like that.
Okay, so this is our bathroom. We have all of our towels that we aren't using currently, just hung up here. It's a nice aesthetic moment.
So impractical, but I think impractical things make a place more beautiful.
There you go.
We have one full-length mirror right on here, which is really helpful, but anytime we're getting ready, we have to walk like to the bathroom to check out our outfit before we head out.
For sure. What's actually really nice about our bathroom is that we do have some natural light. We have a window in here. So 4 windows total in our apartment, which provides for a lot of natural light, which is great.
We fit pretty much everything under the sink. We can't show you. We simply can't show you.
That.
It won't close again. But
it's actually so bad, you guys.
It's so bad. But we have everything beautiful on our little ledge here, and so yeah, nothing really else.
When we were designing our space, we were just getting married. It was a black tie wedding. It was in the winter, so we definitely wanted to keep it pretty basic, black and white color themes. A lot of the pieces that are actually on this wall are pieces from our wedding or wedding gifts. These are actually Lucy's flowers, her bouquet from our wedding.
And then these are our vows that we framed with some other wedding flowers. So I think that when we were planning our wedding kind of it exploded into our registry, and therefore the registry dictated that our home kind of became an overflow of our wedding and of our love.
Things like the pillows, the lamps, even the coffee table we got from my siblings.
Right in here, we have a little box full of notes of just like some of the most important letters people have given us. We really love this one piece that my dad painted for us. His wedding gift to us was a watercolor painting of one of our engagement photos. And we just love having pieces of family in our place that also feel aesthetically pleasing. So that was important to us.
In New York City, it's extremely hard to find a place. And for us, it was a big struggle. I think we applied to about 5 different other apartments that we got denied for. And we were even like the second
in line for this one.
Second in line for this apartment. So I think when you're struggling to even find a place, you just become all the more grateful to even have something.
Yeah.
And so now being here for 9 months, I don't think that gratitude has left.
The biggest thing that I have learned from marriage and from doing this with Chandler has been that it's not all practical or all beautiful, if that makes sense, a space. Like I came from a place of practicality and decisiveness, and he came from a place of just like dreaming and vision and beauty and like taking your time to mull through all the options. And so I've slowed down and I've tried to rush the process a lot less when building out a space. It's really, really good to have kind of an opposite end of the spectrum to kind of push you in that, because I think that this space wouldn't be as beautiful if just one of us ended up designing it.
Do you have a strong answer?
Home is wherever I'm with you.
Oh, it is.
It honestly is.
I think it's a place of rest. It's just a place that I can come back to, feel at ease. It's a place of peace, especially away from the noise and the hustle and bustle of New York City. Like, I just want this space to feel completely like our own, comfortable and cozy. And
yeah.